everybody. My name is Lydia Namayengo, a human rights activist and a political activist. I have come to still give an independent reaction towards government's response towards COVID-19. And the third issue I want to address is the postponement of elections from 2021 to 2023 due to COVID-19. We have noticed media reports and claims by the two Yala MPs led by Honorable Dennis Namara and Honorable Paul Musamali, who have been demanding for elections, the 2021 general elections, to be postponed from 2021 to 2023, and that they are organizing a petition to be presented to the President about their request of the postponement of Uganda's general elections from 2021 to 2023. First of all, it is rather, however, too early to have thought about postponing an election now that 2018 launched Electoral Commission National Roadmap has only been interrupted and is only led by three activities. That is, the display of the National Voters Register at the polling stations, which was meant to be from 19th March to 18th April 2020, display of the tribunal recommendations at each parish, which was supposed to be from 10th April to 20th April 2020, and the retrieval of the National Voters Register display returns from polling stations to the Electoral Commission 21st April 2020 to 1st May 2020, and therefore and gazetting and publishing the candidates' nomination dates and venues, which was supposed to be from 30th March to 3rd April 2020. Which activities can be rescheduled after the COVID-19 crisis is controlled, and we can be able to replan and reorganize the roadmap to fit within the time available, where we could even be able to adjust it to go into July 2021 to hold the elections of 2021. We also note that, according to Chapter 6 of the Legislature of the 1995 Constitution of Uganda, Article 77, Clause 3 asserts that the term of Parliament of Uganda shall be 5 years from the date of its first sitting after a general election. And Clause 4 says, where exists a state of war or a state of emergency in which would prevent a normal general election to be held, Parliament may by resolution, supported by not less than 2/3 of all the members of Parliament, extend the life of Parliament for a period not exceeding 6 months at a time. Therefore, that means that Article 110 talks about a state of emergency, which asserts that the President, in consultation with the Cabinet, by proclamation declared that a state of emergency exists in Uganda or any part of Uganda if any part of Uganda is threatened by a war or external aggression, which is not existing now, if there is a security or economic life of the country, or that part is threatened by internal insurgency or natural disaster, which renders it necessary for the taking of the measures required for securing public safety, the defense of Uganda, and the maintenance of public order and supplies and services essential to the life of the community. And according to such circumstances, President cannot be able to declare a state of war because there is no war in any part of Uganda, and cannot also be able to declare a state of emergency because there is no threat of war, security, or economic issue due to insurgent and defense of Uganda is still intact. Therefore, those are the only two issues where we can be able to call for postponement of the election. So because there are no those two issues, therefore we cannot be able to call for postponement of election. And even when there exists a state of emergency, as Article 110 says, that a state of emergency may be extended by Parliament for a period of 90 days, 3 months at a time. And in other words, you can postpone elections or electoral activities for only 3 months at a time, but not 2 years at once. Therefore, you cannot be able to postpone an election, but therefore, according to the supreme law of the land, the Constitution, you cannot postpone an election for 2 years because there is either no war or state of emergency declared by the President, and even if there was a state of emergency, you can only postpone an election for only 6 months at a time as prescribed by the Constitution of Uganda. The claim of reviving an economy and lack of resources is rather outrageous and out of proportion. Because if government of Uganda can get a supplementary budget of 932 billion for COVID-19, it still can be able to get money from the elections because they are essential for any democracy and economy to thrive. For reviving the economy, one of the basic issues required for a stable, sustainable economy is good governance and leadership that prioritizes development and growth of the economy, which the NRM government has not been able to give us for the last 35 years. Therefore, Even if we postpone this election for 2 years, as long as we are still under the same leadership of the NRM, our economy will still sink deeper and deeper and deeper. Therefore, postponement of an elections may not be a solution at the moment in time. Because democracy, elections, and governance is part of the essential services, as has been proclaimed by many local, national, regional, and international legal instruments, like the ACIDEG, African Charter of Democracy, Elections, and Governance, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the 1995 Constitution of Uganda, and many other conventions. We need to rethink and put on hold anyone or anybody that wants to stop the elections. Postponement of the election also requires us to first hold a referendum, especially in regards to the presidential election, for the citizens to decide on whether to hold an election or not. A process that is very expensive and tedious for all of us to hold as a country in the name of just inquiring. Yet the resources for a referendum can as well organize a general election. Therefore, I don't think as a country we should go into a referendum because it's not called for under this situation. Lastly, we therefore need to hold a universal and holistic consultative process to engage all the key electoral stakeholders, like political parties, the Electoral Commission, IPOD, civil society organizations, media, candidates, and citizens at large, before compiling any petitions to be presented to the President, or even before making any move to clear a postponement, cancellation of any election, or even a motion in Parliament about the same, because all Ugandans still have a right to vote, according to Article 59, and all power belongs to the people, who shall decide who governs them and how they shall be governed, according to Article 1 of the 1994 Constitution of Uganda. I thank you.